Hey, my name is Rihanna Beebe. I wrote a poem here, uh, well, a little while ago, but my friends have urged me to to record it and put it on YouTube or Facebook or what have you because of all the stuff that's been going on with Phil Robertson and Duck Dynasty and A&E and the homosexuality thing or whatever. This poem is about homosexuality and compassion. And I really think that it's important that we be compassionate about people's opinions while we seek to have our own opinions respected. Um, the gay community pushes for rights and pushes for their voice to be heard, but whenever someone speaks out against it and with their opinion, we can't respect them. And that's really discouraging to me because I seek as a person to hear other people out and to respect them whether I can sympathize with them and their opinion or not. That has a lot to do with your character and who you are inside. So it's pretty long. If you make it to the end, I really appreciate it. It's I wrote it all by myself. I just got, I guess, into a mood one day and decided that I needed to have this heard, and I've shared it, like I said, with a few of my friends, two of which were supposed to be videoing this. However, we found out that I was camera shy and also really self-conscious about things, my gap. But I've decided, since I've been trying to video it all day, that I'm just going to go ahead and roll with it because I'm tired of videoing this, to be honest with you. I've done it probably about 100 times. That's not a joke. So, anyway, I'm just going to roll with it. Here I am again. That might happen a lot, I don't know, because I get caught up. Anyway, like I said, it's long, probably about 6.5 minutes, so bear with me. If you make it to the end, I really appreciate it. If you like it, share it if you'd like to. Comment if you like it. Don't comment if you don't like it, because I live in the South in the Bible Belt, and I deal with hateful comments every single day of my life, and I don't really care to hear them while I'm sharing some of my work with you. So, okay, here we go. Look up. You see that sunshine? Yeah, well, I woke up to the same one, pounding on my window like I had an obligation to it. At this point in our day, we are the same. But hold on to that thought, because that's about to change. I walk into the kitchen and fill my cup with whatever I choose. Go to the closet, pick my pants, pick my shoes. Get into my car, choose whatever station's playing a good song. You think my morning's about choices, but that's where you're wrong. You see, I woke up this morning gay. Yeah, gay. Just like I wake up every single other day. Just like I've probably woken up since I was in the cradle, but society with its generic brands gives me this label. I'm not determined, not intelligent, not talented. I'm just gay. Forget I have dreams, push that away. Forget I have morals, forget I want to change the world. Let's face it, that's not what you see when you look at me. You think, she likes girls. And I'm planted. I'm planted firmly on my stand that this is not a choice. And it takes one sound to change silence, so I want to be that voice. Hey Christians, I want you to tell me why I would choose this life. Why I can love someone with all my heart, but I can't make them my wife. Why would I choose to feel the way that I do, when at the end of my equation I will never be equal to you? Why would I choose this life, knowing my brothers and sisters in Christ see my eternity in hell? Because all you seem to do is judge, and believe me, you do it well. And even though I live my life to serve the same Savior, I don't think he's pleased with this closed-minded behavior. See, I don't judge. That's not my job. My Bible says my duty is to bring others to God. And I'm so sorry if you don't feel like we should share the same space, to breathe the same air, or to share the same grace. But the fact that you resort to the Bible for your blatant disgrace is equivalent to spitting right in my face. See, if I was a CD, I'd have a small scratch. If I was a coloring page, there'd be a mark outside the line. If I was a boat, I'd have a small leak. But I'm a human and I have a spine, so I will stand up because mine works just fine. As a CD, my music is beautiful. A small mark outside of the line is still art. And my boat, good thing I'm gay because I can fix it, and that small leak can't sink my ark. I am a masterpiece, and the only judge I see is the one who shaped us to make me. If you feel better beating me up with the punches I feel every time you roll your eyes, let me tell you, for 24 years I've rolled with the punches, and I see right through your disguise. None of us are perfect, and maybe you look a little better on the surface, but I know that you've heard this, that beauty is skin deep. Obese, muscular, or just skinny, we all carry the same number of bones and pump the same colored blood. Some houses are strong, but some can't withstand the flood. So if you're throwing stones with the words that you breathe from your lungs, how about you listen to these words plie off my tongue? Parents, how can one day your child be your pride and joy? And that totally changed when your son may love a boy. You revert back to a 2-part book with 66 chapters that was written and changed several times after. You interpret this book however you decide. Twist some commandments while others seem fine. You justify your hate in abundance, but when it comes to love, you walk a fine line. And don't think for one second that some of us haven't reached up and taken those books off the shelves, and some have watched small red words swirl down the drain as they harm themselves. It's so funny. How ears are made to hear the same, but minds make up themselves, so much that some live in prisons with fear to guard their cells. What kind of life is that? That you can be loved all the way up till you make a choice to be straight or be gay, to be silent or use your voice? How about instead of being the cause behind the tears, you wrap your arms around your child regardless of your fears? Wrap your mind around difference. Wrap your mind around change. And when your son wraps his arm around another boy, their heart still beats the same. 40% of homeless teens are gay and have been kicked out on the street. You can think whatever you want, or you can let statistics speak. Since that sun woke us up with its light, 3 lives have been lost by the time we rest at night. America loses 3 teens. 3 lives lost a day. Because someone rather die than admit that they were gay. Because everyone else is numb to the feelings that their own heart says it is okay. So when you speak, are you speaking words of life, or is it the other way? And to my heart, she walks on 2 legs and looks at the world through greenish-brown eyes. To the world, she is something, but to me, she's everything, no lie. And I've never been so lucky to have someone say my name, and she was absolutely flawless even after walking through the rain. And I don't mean literal rain like drops falling from the sky. I mean like hard days, tears falling while she's asking God why. The storm in our relationship eventually turned permanent, and me asking her if she could withstand it got no affirmative. She was afraid of being found, so she had to run and hide, because in a world full of people, there was no one on her side. The way she interlocked her fingers right through mine, the way that every single look felt like the first time, to this day, it's still fresh on my mind, even memorized the day when she was no longer mine. And you know what? We are just a number of relationships that didn't march to the beat of the right drummer. It's a bummer. A love so on fire, if it were a season, it would easily be summer, but 4 seasons have passed since I looked at a full glass and knew when to stop and put it down. My life is now a masquerade, past the mask, and bartender past the crown. And gay people, don't think this is only for straight folks, because believe me, this right here, it's evenly yoked. When you see someone staring, you just gotta embrace it. Guys, you have impeccable style, just face it. And girls, maybe they just like your style, because it's better than the one they've seen on their man in a while. I'm just playing. But really, this is all that I'm saying. It all boils down to how we treat one another. It's easier to coexist than to hate one another. Everyone isn't out to get you, and those that are humans just like you. They just don't expose their scars. Society can mold a person into something they never planned to be. Stealing smiles and genuine hearts, we call it burglary. So I'm asking you to make a positive impact. Whether toting a sign or being a moderator is that, stop saying that you are going to and say that you will, because until the harsh word stops, the blood will still spill. Don't let the difference make you feel ill, because underneath the numbness, we all still feel. And so those equal feelings are really what all makes us the same. And if you can't get what you're asking for, then that's a shame. See, as a gay adult, I have a bigger heart than any, because apparently this Bible I read for hope, you used to offend me. And the fact that I can love you while you display hate to me, but you can't accept me because you can't relate to me, it's bogus. And it's about to get quick, so just focus. Know this. If you were cold, you can have my coat. If you couldn't swim, you could jump in my boat. If you couldn't stand up, I'd lend you a hand. To me, my compassion doesn't stop at the line in the sand. This is how everything should have always been, because whatever you believe, it's evident that we all sin. Skin can be as white as snow and a heart as black as coal, or vice versa. But whatever God you believe, they call the roll. We all share the same world in the way that it's going. The current is flowing the opposite way that we're rowing. Every day is a battle, and to some it's a war. Some are fighting the waves, while some are ashore. So I'm asking you today with sincerity, because the other day it occurred to me, struck a nerve to me, that there is no more compassion in the world, and that's absurd to me.